You can't do that. You are pregnant. You are a woman. That's too much work for you. It's been hurtful. I don't understand it. It makes me want to cry.
I felt it was just something that I had to do in order to stay in farming.
Farming is a basic part of this country. Why was I such a failure as a person that I couldn't make a farm work?
I get a statement from the farm home each year telling me how much I owe, and at the top of it will be pending foreclosure.
We didn't fit the traditional role of the male farmer. I didn't know that there were other people that were experiencing the same humiliation, the same frustration, the same doubt, the same what's wrong with me, why can't I do this?
My name is Joyce Aiken. I've been farming since 1952. I was discriminated against by Farmers Home Administration, starting out with a supervised bank account on my loans. I could purchase nothing over $1,000 without Mr. Humphrey, the county supervisor's approval. And I had to give an accounting of where I spent every penny of the money that was turned back to me each month in writing. But Mr. Humphrey, the county supervisor, said that I could no longer repay the corn loan from the proceeds of my hog operation, and they sued me. I had to go to federal court, protect myself, and the federal judge forgave the debt that I owed CCC because of Mr. Humphrey's controlling ways. 1985, I got a letter from Mr. Humphrey saying he was taking all the money, all the proceeds, not giving any more loans, everything. No longer would finance me. And I had over 3,000 head of hogs on the farm to take care of, which were his collateral. And after about 2 years of this, I was still selling the hogs and trying to run the business, just trying to make a living without him. He had me investigated and tried to bring a criminal case against me, but they found they had nothing, so it was dropped. And then they foreclosed on me in 1996, and I finally had to file for bankruptcy, and I've lost the farm.
My name is Lynn Weaver. I'm from Flagler County, Florida. I've been farming in Flagler County for about 14 years. I was the farmer. I had come from a farming family. I had been doing the work. I could turn a tractor key just as well as anyone else could. I could measure timber just as well as anyone else could. The only thing that was different about me was I was a woman. And he now had an attitude because I had complained. And I complained again. I complained to the USDA again. They had a website. I went on the little website. I posted it. That I'd been discriminated against, that I wasn't given a reason, that my application wasn't accepted. I wasn't even given an application again, almost 20 years after the first time this had started. I thought I was crazy. Couldn't believe that any agency, the federal government, in 1998 could discriminate like that.
My name is Gail Lennon. I am from Lookout, California, which is in the northeastern part of California, and I was approved for a $200,000 loan, which was no problem. We had a new county supervisor come in. When I met with him, he immediately wrote down, recommend foreclosure, and I hadn't even had a loan for six months. And from then on, it was downhill. I'd been through the appeal process. I got mad, and I formed found an organization called People's Action to Save the Family Farm. And from there, I became a farm advocate, and I learned all the rules and regulations. But despite my knowledge, I was never able to get things straightened out. Discrimination defies the word reasonable. It's being told you can't, and you can, and you do.
My name is Rosemary Love, and I'm from Harlem, Montana. We went through natural disasters and became involved with the Farm Service Agency under the USDA programs of natural disasters. We applied for an operating loan that year, emergency loan, and they give us half of what we asked for is what they offered, with attached conditions of liquidation, which consequently ended up in bankruptcy court because we were trying to keep our animals, and without the animals, the livestock and crops, we couldn't survive. I became aware of debt forgiveness going on through congressional hearings, and so I started learning the federal codes of USDA regulations, and found out that this was happening. I went to those county offices to find out who was being given debt forgiveness, because there was a lot of rumors going around, and I wanted to see for myself.
Were they men?
And they were all men that were given debt forgiveness.
I hope, I pray, all I want is freedom. Give me my farm that I earned by having to go through all I've got.
If our congressmen and our senators and legislative representatives all over just listen to a few of the things any of us say, that as human beings they will be compelled. Sister, their mother, their sister-in-law, their grandkids, if we don't stop this, then it's going to be them involved.